Welcome to Caesars Superdome, home of the Saints here in New Orleans. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. Coming out with it, it's Cobb. That gamble did not pay off. They bring him down at the 12-yard line. Sends it back in motion. He'll start this drive firing. Caught behind the line. It's Cobb. Good pickup. A little bit short of the sticks.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in there. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
They'll go to the air on second and short. Grab behind the line. It's Cobb. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they like because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Behind the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Grabbed in the middle, it's Simmons. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Auburn lines up quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And I tell you what, defensively, you want to set the tone, and you gave up a few plays, but bowed your neck, got a big turnover. That's what you dream about. You dream about forcing a turnover, especially on the first possession. Offense, it's your turn.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Castellanos. He's got an open man. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Skips away from pressure. Oh, he's got some space. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give is to Williams. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
30 short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On 4th down, trying to find his man. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Leaves it with the back. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking to fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cobb. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Tigers want to move quickly.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example.
He wants to throw it again. Catch in the middle, it's Simmons. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll send the back in motion. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Cobb. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Well, not down in distance. The quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Sends it back in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Cobb. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He caught it. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Auburn trying to convert on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tiger.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the 1st half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the 1st half.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Castellanos. Blasted as he lets it go.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Get to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the 1st half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the 1st half.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Cobb. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Got him downfield. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's Staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead, built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. To throw, it's Castellanos. He's going to take off. Quarterback gets the first down. Purdy on the Jets. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
These quarterbacks are nightmares to play. Pretty good coverage on the outside. Man-to-man, nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like a quarterback. Looks like a running back. Chews up yards, gets way down the field, and makes a big play for this offense.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, but he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Williams.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, just couldn't reel it in.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. He's looking to throw. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. Set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Castellanos. Makes the grab, it's Williams. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Looking to the big tight end. Got a wide open receiver. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Dances away to buy time. On the run, deep down the right side. And he will take it in. Touchdown, gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. Out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Motion from the back. Pulls it, fires complete. Bust through behind his pad. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Making side adjustments here. They'll run it from the gun. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gets the back moving. Back to pass on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Cobb. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Now that's an incompletion, and really poor accuracy by the quarterback there. When you're throwing the ball down the field, you don't need to make it perfect, but you do got to put it somewhere around your receiver. You got to give him an opportunity to go up and make a play for it.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Caught behind the line. It's Cobb. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. Extending the play. On the move, he fires. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Gonna run it. It's Alston. He's loose. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Auburn 14, Florida State 7.
Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Just has a knack of finding that crease and gets it down to the 41.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Grab behind the line. It's Howard. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, it's tough for the defense. The tight end's just so big and physical, it's hard to drag him down. He only needed a few yards to get that first down. Defense will have to do a better job next time.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move their defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over, and they almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
Quarterback may change this route. They'll send the back in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Complete downfield. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cobb. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Offense trying to go push pass on 1st down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Tiger! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, beat, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. And it's his 4th interception of the night. And the ball's out there after it. They drag it down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
And that is a roller coaster. through. We got the pick. Oh, no, we just lost it. Oh, no, we got it back. At the end of the day, the defense, David, still had it.
Yeah, and all you're trying to do is force turnovers, create plays. Nice job getting the interception. And listen, when you're running to the football, trying to block, that ball comes out. Nice job falling on it, creating the turnover.
They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. He lobs one high down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort, tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, thanking our entire crew and thanking you for being with us for another presentation of EA Sports College Football. We'll see you next season. Welcome, everyone, to AT&T Stadium, home of the Cowboys here in Arlington, Texas. As we'll see the number 12 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. He'll bring it out. It's Cobb. Nice job executing all of the assignments. He put a stop to that return at the 22. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Caught in the backfield, it's Cobb. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. Auburn lines up quickly. They're looking to throw on second and short. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
And if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
The Tigers come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw for it. Caught in the backfield is Cobb. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw again. Catch in the middle. It's Simmons. It is sucked out. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains.
That is a nice break for the offense. Man, those are plays that you don't think about down the road, but those are turnovers. If they just bounce a little bit in the direction of the defense, you're so jacked up. You create momentum, juice. It could change the game. That's a great break for the offense.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Cobb. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Wide open downfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Auburn!
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. These corners going to give these receivers some space. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. The Gamecocks in the hurry-up. Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough for the first. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He'll try to do it himself. Wide open spaces. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big choke play for this offense.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Grab behind the line, it's Smith. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Unloads to the right. Got his man downfield. He stopped at the 5, but the completion sets him up for the first and goal. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Auburn 7, South Carolina 0.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. To the air, it's Sellers. Slips a tackle. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He didn't see anyone open, he said, no problem, I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it to my side.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for a gap. It's Alston. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Got it behind the line. It's Cobb. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. And the Tigers moving quickly to the line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. You've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Motion from the back. Leaves it with the running back. Finding an escape route. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. And don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Singleton. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. From the gun, running back gets to give. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw. That's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going up top. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Back to throw, it's Sellers. He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And it'll be a short game. No need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on it.
And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Back to throw. Time running short in the half. Trying to make magic with his feet. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. It's complete. Just what they hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, South Carolina.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Sellers. With the catch, it's Brown.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Here comes the field goal unit. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. And it's right down the boulevard. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He might want another play. Looking to throw on 1st down. He wants to take the top off. Pulls it in down the sideline. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big game.
That's the end of the 1st half. With the score, South Carolina. You got to
kick to start the second half. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team, true to its name, as they make the grab and get the ball.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bold victory.
Finish. You hear teams say it all the time, and that applies to them right now.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. Gets the back moving. Second down, they'll go to the air. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
He wants to change this route. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
I'll tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. He's got it on the move. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it on the right. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And the defense stopped them again on second and goal. They'll try to power it in. And he gets nothing. And this defense is not giving an inch right on the goal line. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. They'll try to slam it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Excellent pass by the back on the option. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, a quick strikes are easy when you got such a great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wide receiver going in motion. Going right to work up top. Going for the big play. He's got it on the outside. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down.
He lets one fly deep. Got it. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. They want to try to pull even right now as they're going for the onside kick here in the third. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. South Carolina offense is back on the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Might be changing the route. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Auburn.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. Not much of a decision to make there, as the defense will move them back. Final play of the quarter coming. Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. He was oh so close to wrapping up this third quarter with a score. What a way to finish off the period.
South Carolina, 17. Auburn, 14.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Caught behind the line. It's Frazier. Touchdown, Tiger. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
That is complimentary football at its finest. The defense gets the turnover. The offense punctuates it, uses it to their advantage, takes the lead late in the football game. Now that defense that just gave you a good stop, they need another one for you.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. So after getting into the end zone of that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing it that ball would just trickle into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Sellers. Trying to beat the D deep. Makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain.
And this offense is going to have to do more of this, right? They're going to have to be aggressive, attack the sidelines. They're going to need some big plays, trailing late in this football game, but they've also got to be smart and be mindful of the clock.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Bennett. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Second down, he'll throw it. Good timing on the quick out. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those quarterbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick six. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
The Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Can't get him to the ground. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Line getting set on second down. to the ground with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job on the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Got his man on the right. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the...
Touchdown, South Carolina! They move on top here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Quarterback making checks. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's got it. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Tigers. And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And he makes the extra point. Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's on target and complete. Able to work his way for 5 yards. He needs a lot more than that, but they did get the clock stopped.
That's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Quickly complete. Saving every precious second out of bounds with 24 ticks to go will be 1st down. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the 1st down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. He's taking a deep shot. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock, and the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Quick completion on the outbound. The rankings, the odds makers, everything indicated that these guys had a big hill to climb. But they climbed it, they got to the top, and they get a landmark win.
And we know coaching staffs always do a great job trying to motivate their own guys and get them ready to play a ranked opponent. But David, to me, it looked like this team just wanted it more. They came out, they were the more physical team, and they did what they had to do at the end of the day to get this win.
Yeah, and how do you gain respect? You want respect. You talk about our team's a really good team. You want to build on that? You beat good teams. That's what you do. You beat ranked teams that people think a lot of. This team pulls off the ranked upset, and guess what? Now what happens? You start to maybe find your team in the ranked spot.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Reese Davis signing off, and we'll see you next season for another presentation of EA Sports College Football.